Well, we're really happy to announce that in the last 2 weeks, we completed rolling out our new priority page to GA. All right. This priority page uses a number of powerful machine learning models to do two really important things. One is take the content that needs your attention and put it in front of you. The other is let you focus on just the limited number of files you actually need each week. How many files do you think you actually really give attention to each week? Well, we did the math. And so most people only use maybe 10 to 20 files in a given week. It's kind of an alarming statistic, right? We have access to thousands of documents, and yet you use 10 or 20. And what do we do today? To get to those 10 or 20, we dig through the thousands that we have. Priority lets you avoid that by bringing those to the surface when you need them, the files that need your attention. And the results have been really outstanding on this. And we're going to go through a demo, but I want to talk about the impact. So already, Priority saves 50% of the time you would have otherwise spent finding your files. That sounds, 50% is good. It's 10% on the 10 seconds on the average find, the average moment where you go to access and find content. On the long tail, when you spend 4 minutes trying to remember what was that word in that document from 2 years ago, maybe what file type was it? I can't think of it. Maybe I'll just chat my colleague and ask them if they still have it. It ends up adding up to 20 years of work and time saved every single day across our user base. So, in that spirit, let's do it live. Okay, so here we are in Jeff's profile. Jeff just came back from lunch. I think most of us probably go to lunch at some point. He comes back to lunch. So this first priority suggested card, right across the top, we have these priority cards. He comes back from lunch. Here, there's this core pitch he was working on before lunch. And we understand that he was editing it recently. It might be the file that he needs right now, right? So underneath the surface here is a variety of powerful machine learning models that are looking at the activity that's occurring on content you care about and surfacing when you need it. This one was a little bit of an easier one. You just accessed it before lunch. You came back. Great. There it is. Let's go to the second one. Well, it's 1:15 p.m. Jeff has a meeting coming up with Rich. He was so heads down in his presentation, he forgot about it. And attached to that meeting is this proposal for this account, The Great Outdoors. So Jeff can open it from here and easily access and be prepared for that meeting, making sure he's more productive and the organization is as well. At the same time, he's going to meet Rich pretty soon, and in this third card, we see that Rich had just left him a comment on another summary doc for the same account. Now we can go into that meeting and answer Rich quickly and easily that, yeah, I saw your comment, I respond to it, was really helpful, thanks for the nudge. So that's one part of it. This top row will suggest files and content you need intelligently, and so far the data indicates very successfully. Across all of our testing, one of our overwhelming top feedbacks is that users have just loved this. The amount of time that's saved them has been immense. So one part of it is, okay, what's the content I need? This is here at the top of priority. Always surfacing and calculating and making sure that you have the content that makes sense to you. But another part of it is, well, if I only need 10 or 20 files this week, let's give you a way to collect those files in a way that's meaningful to you, and that's Workspaces. Workspace is a new concept in Drive that lets you collect files the way that makes sense for you. Here you can see that Jeff has created one workspace on Whiteboard Strategy Session. Let me zoom out a little more, see if I can. Perfect. He's added 3 files in here from the strategy session. We can zoom in and see them right here. And if he wanted to, he could add more by simply clicking Add Files and selecting items from the picker here on the side. But also, at the same time, Jeff notices there's a suggestion here for him. What we've done here is we've noticed that Jeff's been working a lot with Sue. In this case, it's Sue Peabody. And there's 6 files that they've worked on and collaborated together. And we used over 8 different clustering algorithms to understand what files fit together and how, and automatically make those suggestions to you. And you can kind of see where this is going. We can start to help you curate your content so you can focus on the work that really matters to you, not on the overhead. So here I might select a file, add it to a workspace, or save it. But for now, I'm just going to create a new workspace. I want to create one about this account we were talking about, Outdoors. And what I want to show here is I typed in Outdoors, and we ran those same algorithms, and we quickly understand that, oh, the outdoors account, well, here's 6 files that you might want to add to this because they seem to make sense together. And I can select 1 or 2 of those and add them. And it's automatically made a workspace, and it's done something really special here. You can see it says add files. So based on the files that are in your workspaces, we've run additional machine learning algorithms to understand what other files are relevant that you might want to add, getting us a step closer to taking away that overhead that we all kind of suffer through. So maybe I want to add the event list. It gets added to this workspace here. Two pieces of data I want to share. One, on this card up here with the comments, when people use priority and they use these cards, on average, they respond to comments 10 minutes faster than they would otherwise. That's 10 minutes that's the difference between going to a meeting uninformed or informed. In Workspaces, when on this outdoors Workspaces that I showed you here, the add files, people are adding files at 40% of the time already. Just launched, but we're already at a level where we can understand how your content fits together in a way that makes sense for you, that people are selecting to add files based on these suggestions 40% of the time. So, and then of course, there's always projects that come and go. You have the opportunity just to hide a workspace so you can stay focused on what matters. And here you can see the hidden workspaces rest down here at the bottom, and you can always recover or reopen those, unhide. You can imagine over time with the projects that come and go throughout your quarters and years, how easy this makes it to organize your work in the way you think. So, very excited to share this with you. We'll end the demo.